Matthew Elliot, who is now a political advisor to Shore Capital, believes that the city could see many financiers currently in the US flock to London should Mr. Trump's proposed tax changes take effect. He wrote, "I'm told by business leaders in New York that if this happens, many of their colleagues will look to relocate to other financial centers, and what many will find surprising is that they're considering London." While many commentators have indicated that Donald Trump's tax plans could be seen as a huge giveaway to America's richest 1% and leave 8 million of its poorest families worse off, Mr. Elliott indicated in reality the country's wealthiest would also be hit with their marginal tax rates soaring, in some cases above 50%. GettyFinanciers from New York could relocate to London. Mr. Elliott, writing for Politico, said, "Critics in the US deride the tax reform bill as a giveaway to the rich. In fact, the opposite is true. While the top rate of tax for individuals is set to remain at 39.6%, the wealthy still have to pay the Affordable Care Act's taxes on high earners, plus there is an additional 3.8 percentage points levied on most of the income of high earners." Mr. Elliott argues that when this is coupled with the paring back of the state and local tax SALT deduction, some financiers face an effective tax rate of 56%, way higher than the 45% rate of tax in Britain. According to Mr. Elliott, senior figures in New York are already looking to London as an increasingly attractive place to relocate, despite dire warnings for the city over Brexit. Getty traders could move from Wall Street to London over Donald Trump's tax plans. To comments come after professional services company EY gave a dire warning for the city, saying that 10,500 jobs would be lost as 30% of firms said they intended to move staff. EY tracked 222 city firms and found that almost a third of banks, brokers and asset managers had confirmed or said they're considering plans to move staff or open up new offices in centers such as Dublin, Amsterdam and Frankfurt. Many of the jobs set to go are front office jobs rather than support functions. The latest estimate is in line with that of Bank of England Deputy Governor Sam Woods, who predicted 10,000 jobs would go by the time Britain officially departs the Single Market and Customs Union in March 2019. The city in London could be given a boost because of Donald Trump's tax plan. House President Donald Trump's tax plans could help boost the city in London. Omar Ali, head of EY's UK financial services team, said, "The extent of broader strategic restructurings and relocation plans will of course ultimately depend on the specifics of any long-term UK deal with the EU, but a drop in the volume of jobs moving will be welcome news for the city." However, the future of the city is still in the balance as the question of the city's passporting rights, which enables firms to sell their services across the European Union, is still to be settled, with Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, saying last month that when Britain left the bloc, it would lose its rights. But Britain wants to establish regulatory equivalence, adopting the same standards as the EU, which would allow EU-based firms to continue trading across Europe.